What's up, everybody? Eber42 here, back with some more Madden 19 MUT coin making tips. Guys, we got some good stuff ahead for you. Week 4 MUT market discussion. Getting a little bit more into the spreadsheet with the training tips. Going to show you guys a little bit of that. Doing a little bit of pack analysis by some spreadsheet stuff. Going to show you guys some stuff about that. Some more investment talk. Some of our investments from last week did very well. And we're going to talk a little bit about some quick flip opportunities out there right now. So we're going to get right into some of the pack talk. Guys, not going to lie, spending a lot more money on Madden this year than previous years. I'm a lot busier with work, but work is paying me a lot more than it used to. So I don't have as much time to play the game, but I have some more disposable income. So part of what I've tried to do is figure out which packs are the best packs to spend your money on. Some initial gut feelings were like, well, these packs have to suck. The gold premium bundles, these ones didn't seem that good because the topper just went towards a player, and I mean, like, you kind of get something out of that. I was a big fan of the Legends bundles for quite a while. I was getting a lot of good coins out of there. And then today had me wondering, well, what about the Elite packs and bundles? So I haven't done a breakdown on these yet. I'm going to show you guys what my breakdown sheet looks like in a second here, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to do the Elite player pack breakdown for you. So first thing we have to look at is pack odds. This pack gives an 80 plus overall player, 2 70 plus overall players, 2 additional 66 plus overall players, and 1 62 overall player. So we're probably going to get a 62, 2 66s, 2 70s, and an 80 plus. But if we buy a bundle and we're opening 10 packs like that, the odds of having one of your gold players become an elite, that goes up, and the odds that some of those 66 overall silvers are going to become golds. We're going to work some of that in for bundle considerations. And then also we get to do a much better breakdown on these pack odds. So the bundle is 10 packs. Out of 10 packs, 4 packs should have an 83 overall, 1 pack should have an 86 plus overall, and the rest of them are probably going to give you 80 plus overalls. 3.1% on the 88 plus. Probably not going to pull one of those. So if we look at the bundle and we look at the odds, you can actually change the odds on this one too. So we're looking at the Elite Fantasy Pack, which is in the bundle, which is the toppers here. And we can see that the odds on an 83 plus are 73% and on an 86 plus are 26%. So we got 2 of those. It's 50% odds on an 86 overall. Well, it's 26 each time, so it's not 50. I shouldn't say that. We'll probably just say that we're going to get an 80 and an 83 to be safe on that, or maybe an 83, 2 83s. I think 2 83s would be a safe call on that one. So let me take you guys over to the spreadsheets and show you what's up. Alright guys, here we are. So this is the same spreadsheet that I'm using for training. You can see I've added in some more advice for the training tiers. Training value was at 85 last night. We're actually down right now. I believe training's closer to 75 or 80, so we'll update the prices quick. If you're no money spent, you should really be auctioning almost everything. The only areas that are kind of hitting it for training that I found are like the 70 overalls. Sometimes these next ones in here are pretty good for training too. The 74s, although the prices on those are a little high right now. 80s, and then occasionally, like probably right now, these 85s, we could probably actually find some of these on the market for 30k, and these would be some decent trainings. So that's no money spent. The mid spenders, which is where I'm considering myself this year, I'm auctioning most of the small stuff down here. I'm spending a lot of this stuff on training, doing a lot of auctioning in here, and then we're doing some training in some sets. A lot of auctioning actually on the cards in here when the market goes up. I think that if you are a streamer or a YouTuber, you don't have as much time to sell all these cards. If you do have time, again, I highly recommend selling all these cards to make as many coins as you can. But these are good things for massive pack openers to just put into training or to make into tokens for sets like flashbacks, heavyweights, etc. These you can actually put into upgrade sets, maybe make some more coins off of or more training off of. then you should start looking at auctioning things that are higher than here. If we hop over to packs, alright, so we are going to do Elite Player Pack, and then we'll do the 10x Elite Bundle. Alright, but I'm OCD, so this has got to be capitalized. Boom. So over here, I have prices for the different tiers. These prices were set last Sunday, so they may have changed slightly. I believe I checked them on Tuesday, and they were pretty accurate. Our Elite Player Pack guarantees 180 plus overall player. We get, I'm going to cheat and look at this again. We get 2 70 plus overall players. We get 2 66 plus and 1 down here. So we're just going to say that you get 1 of each of these guys. It might be a little far-fetched to say you're going to get a 75 plus in every pack, but some of the times you're going to end up getting an elite out of those guys too. So down here what we do is we add these up. So this is going to equal this times that plus this times that plus this times that and so forth. These things cost 900 points, and then we get our value here. So our adjusted value is the total coin value, the average total coin value of the pack divided by the amount of points it costs gives us our adjusted value. Okay, so for the bundle now, we can take all these numbers times 10, but like I told you, we're going to adjust some of these. So we're going to, instead of 10 of these, we're going to say we get 8 and 2 of them are upgraded, which is a pretty low rate of upgrade. So instead of 20, we're going to move 4 of these up, but we move 2 up from the bottom. So we're going to put an 18 in here, and we're carrying 4 up to the 70 plus overall range. So out of the 70 plus overall ranges, we are going to be a little generous here. We're going to say that we get 10 70s and 9 75s, and 1 of these turns into an 80. We also had a carryover of 4, so we'll go 14 and 9, and then we're going to carry 1 up into here. Again, the odds on these packs were 42%. We're going to be an 83 plus, and we're opening 10 of these, so I think that we're going to get 4 of these cards, and then I believe that we're going to get 1 card that's an 86 plus or higher. We opened 10 packs, and that's only 5, so we have 5 more, and we carried 1 up from the bottom. So that leaves us with 6 cards that are going to be an 80 or higher. Now we have our topper. Our topper is 2 times fantasy pack. Because it's a fantasy pack, we're going to be pretty generous on it, because you're going to get to pick out of here. I'm just going to say that we get 2 83 plus overall cards out of that. I'm actually going to give us an 83 and an 84. Ooh, an 84. Ooh. Okay, so we were a little giving in this, but I don't think we were too giving looking at those odds. I think that if you actually open up a bundle and you see what you pull out of it, you're probably going to find a distribution that's somewhere around here, hopefully higher. I would guess that not a lot of your pack pulls should be lower than that. So let's go ahead and get a value on this. Alright, so we can see the total value on that is about 295, 300-ish. This costs 8,900, and then we spread that out. Bam. So our adjusted value on the 10 times Elite Bundle is 33.2, we're going to say. Let's go back and look at some of these other packs. You can see these numbers are actually a lot higher than this one, and I should actually modify some of these. I bet some of these numbers are significantly lower right now. Like this number is probably down in like 15, 16, 17 maybe even range, because a lot of people are opening these bundles and they're opening up more cards in this range. If you do look at pack distributions, You know, there's a lot. You are getting some decent cards out of here. There's a lot of cards at 80 or higher. You know, out of this bundle, it's a 10 times elite bundle. You're gonna get 10 plus cards that are elite. The legend bundles, you end up with 11. There's a hard set around 84 on those, so maybe the average is a little higher, which ends up being in your favor. Plus the topper is better, and maybe I was a little more generous on that, but this has been about what my average legend bundle pull has been worth, is 500k plus. So you can see the those cost a little more. Those are 1200 versus 8900. Those are 12k versus 8900. But the adjusted value on these is 37.36. So I thought that these were the best. I really thought that these were the best. If we go look at the 40 gold pack, gold player premium pack bundle, this actually has a decent number on it. You don't get a lot of guaranteed cards, but you can see I was telling you guys that you really need to sell these lower cards, even though they're not worth a lot coins individually. When you open up these packs that have huge amounts of cards in this range, I mean, there's like 200 cards, 200 plus cards. You get like 220 plus cards in this range, and they all sell for not very much. So if you're like a streamer and you're pulling a ton of these and you're just quick selling these, putting them into sets, you're losing out on the vast majority of the coins from this bundle. And this bundle's actually worth quite a few coins. I mean, we get like 440k out of this bundle almost, which is more than we're showing that we're going to get out of this elite bundle. So this is what this looks like, guys. The Gatorade bundles, they look a little inflated. These Gatorade players are worth a lot. This is even with the topper being rated at 0. Now, if you say that the topper is worth about half of the price of a player, because with one player you can make 2 of those collectibles, it makes that set go up even more. I did end up buying a Gatorade bundle because of this. The value on these was actually a lot better than I thought it was going to be. We end up with, you know, like 3 elites out of the bundle. Normally you get 23 players that sell for 14k. It's 322,000 coins worth of Gatorade players. These guys are probably only going to go up in value, you know, once these bundles go away. So this is a decent little coin drop out of this bundle. It's kind of hidden in there, but this is the highest value that I calculated out of everything. If you look through here, I haven't done all the packs. I didn't get like a game changer pack in here. I haven't gotten oh, there was another one out when I started this that I didn't do because it didn't look too good. So this column M over here, this was the Gatorade bundle that I actually pulled. So I got an extra Gatorade player. You see I got 2 84s out of it. I got an 80. I got 8 75 pluses. I got 28, 38, 19. So if we look at the breakdown, you know, I actually got a lot more of these 70 plus. A lot of my silvers got upgraded to golds, and I'm not accounting for that in a lot of these other packs. I think I undershot that, so these are probably all worth slightly a little bit more. But here's the breakdown of this, and I wanted to show it to you guys. So if you are buying packs, you can see where a lot of that value is coming from. If you have questions about this, why don't you go ahead, drop them in the Twitch chat right now, or put them in the comment section down below. I'll be happy to answer those for you guys. Okay guys, one last comment on this. I don't know what it is about these legend bundles, but they got the fantasy picks throughout the whole time. I feel like you just get really good cards in the last card on those. So I have had better success on these than what my spreadsheet has shown. Granted, I did pull a full Vic in my first one. I pulled another bundle. Nothing super spectacular in it. I got an 88 Willie Rowe. A lot of decent picks. Yeah, I tend to get a card worth at least 50k in that last choose a card out of this. So you get 8 packs. You know, it's like 400k just in elite cards, not to mention all the other cards in there and the shot that you have of getting another elite, which I normally get like one other elite in there, and the topper. So these bundles have been really good to me. These are actually pretty good value, especially if you're trying to do one of these sets. I don't see the value in these. I'm definitely not going to be purchasing one of these elite pack bundles. Alright guys, now we're going to cover some investments. So last week I talked to you guys about investing in the Canton players, the Hall of Fame 77 overall players. When I talked to you guys about them, they were going for about 8K. So that was a week ago. I did a YouTube video, I wasn't able to stream. We're going to take a look at these now. I told you guys they were going to definitely go up in value. We can see some out here for 13, 14 cash. This one's actually a decent buy. I should actually buy this and hold on to it. But we don't want to do that because we want to sort more and make sure that we're buying the cheapest ones, which we are. So these things are selling for about 15K right now. If you go look at them on MUT, between all the cards, the average sell value on these is 15K. I think they're going to definitely continue going up. I think they're going to hit at least 20K before something happens that pushes a bunch of them back out into the market. So the catch on this is that under the Hall of Fame sets, you can trade one Series 1 trophy for one Nat Canton bound player. So if you're trying to do these sets to upgrade your Hall of Fame players, you can do that with trophies, and you don't have to go to the auction house to get that done. So that might stop these cards from getting up into the 25 or 30K price range, but I do think that they have a little ways to go up, and you can hold on to them for a little while if you bought any. If you can get some now for cheap, like 10K, hold on to them for a little while. You can quick flip them now too, because like I said, a lot of them are selling for 15K, or you can hold on to them until they hit like 20K. They're not guaranteed to hit 20K, so basically they were just a really good investment last week. If you bought a bunch of these at 8K, I would definitely just get rid of them now for 15K if you can. If you want to gamble, you can hold them till like 20K. I wouldn't gamble much beyond that. The other card I wanted to talk about for investments was Rising Stars. So when the second round of Rising Stars came out, we saw that the first two went away. You can no longer make them. So the Baker item has gone up since then. The prices on these were down to like 15K, and now we're getting back up towards that 20K range. The other card, the Chris Carson has not gone up quite as much. He was down around 14K, I want to say. I'd have to check MUT. Yeah, he's still down. There's a bunch of these for really cheap. I'm imagining they're going to stay at like 15 or 16K and not go much higher than that. Could maybe snag some of these cheap ones right now. I don't know if they're in packs though either. I don't think they are. Likely, we can go ahead and we can make some of these with our silver tokens like I showed you guys last week, and we can make some money off of some of our silver players, or by sniping some silver players on the market, turning them into Rising Stars, and then selling them. I already made Decole and hit the market with him right away. Yeah, he's down to like 15K. I made him first day and sold him for 19K, I want to say. So definitely looking at doing these sets as soon as they come out, trying to sell these players, and then possibly looking at these players right before the sets rotate and picking them up and holding on to them for investments for the future. Now, I do imagine that at some point in the future, they're either going to re-release the ability to do these, or you're going to be able to do a solo to get some of these, or there's going to be another way of introducing these to the market. I don't think that they're the best longest term investment. We remember back in MUT, a couple years back, Rising Stars were like the bomb investment, the best investment. They were the most guaranteed, most sure thing that you could invest in, but they worked a lot differently than they do this year. I do think people are going to want them this year for the 6-time chem, especially for like lockdown, some of the rushing chem, some of the stuff like that people want to, get their cornerbacks like +3 man coverage, +3 zone coverage, stuff like that. So these are going to be pretty popular, and if we do see the chem solos come out like we have in the past, there'll be a good market jump on these at that point in time. But like I said, EA consistently likes to put things back out into the market now and not keep them super, super rare. So I don't think these are going to be as good to invest in as they were years past, but I could still see them being a decent investment for Madden 19 MUT. Alright guys, I've talked to you about this in previous weeks, but I gotta bring it up again. This is one of the best places to be making quick flips right now. I see people on Twitch doing this. I see people posting about it, and MUT had a lot of these Team Diamond sets are pretty low in elite cards. So if we take a look at the Bears here, there's only 9 elite cards in this set. There's a lot of gold cards in this set. So if we start looking at these actual gold cards and what they're selling for, you know, this is 78 overall. Taylor Gabriel, 10K. If we look at whoever this clown is, 10K. Basically, all these cards up here are selling for like 10K. Not everyone knows that. Some people just know that like 79 overall gold cards sell for 3K. So there's some really good quick flip opportunities going on in a lot of these sets where people don't realize that these cards actually sell for a lot of coins. So if you know what you're doing, you can just go into the auction house. You can sort by team, by core golds, or you can sort by the 75 to 79 tier, and you can look through them that way. If you're not sure, you can get in here and do what I'm doing right now, and just kind of thumb through some of these cards and see what they're going for, and if you can find any quick flips this way. So obviously it's going to be faster to look at the whole team at a time and to switch teams and to learn a couple teams that are good to do this with. I know the Bears are pretty good. I believe that the Colts have a lot of gold cards. Yeah, look at that. They only have 6 elite cards. So a lot of these gold cards, again, they're not quite as high, but they're still worth a lot of coins. This is twice as much as its normal 79 overall gold card sells for. So this is a great spot to go look for some quick flips if you guys are trying to make coins right now. As always, guys, thanks for stopping by. Hit the like button if you enjoyed the video. Smash the subscribe button if you want to know when I'm coming out with more content. Give me a follow on Twitter at Ebert_42. Check me out live Thursdays at 8 p.m. Twitch at Ebert42. As always, thanks for stopping by, guys. Big heart, and we will catch you guys next week.